Hello again everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Honika. If you're coming for the first time, please subscribe, touch the notification bell. That's each time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Like, drop comment, and you can even say what you'd like me to talk about. Now, today, we're gonna talk a little bit about mothers, because you know Mother's Day is coming up, and hopefully I get to upload this video before Mother's Day. Yes, there are some extraordinary mothers in this world, like my mommy, yes, and myself. Yeah, they say you don't toot your own horn, but I can. Now, we thank God for our mothers, the mothers of this world. You have some mothers that is not your biological mothers, but they are mothers to you. They are mothers to us. Like our mothers in the church. You know, I'm not going to start calling names because I may forget somebody and get myself into some trouble. But we're going to talk a little bit about mothers. But before I do that, I am going to give you a few quotes, and some of these quotes might relate to you, it might not relate to you, but day by day these quotes keep me going. One says, my blessing is already in place. My blessing is already in place, which means it's there waiting for us. Our blessings is waiting for us. You have to go through the process. Some of us do not want to go through the process, we just want to get to the end. Yes, my struggles are the pathway that leads to my success. If you don't struggle, you will not. If you do not struggle through that pathway, you will not appreciate your success. My success are made out of the ingredients of my struggles. You won't understand my success until you understand my struggles. A lot of us struggles, but some persons come to you and say, I know what you're going through. But of a fact, they don't have a clue because they have never been through a situation like yours. You cannot talk to somebody about something unless you have been through it. You know, so these quotes are like reminder of life. You have another one says that nothing just happen. You walk out the road is not by chance. Yes, you take a particular bus, it's not by chance. That's the bus that you should take today. You meet someone, not by chance. Nothing just happens. And this one, new levels brings new devils. It means the higher you go, the more fight the adversary will put on you, the more pressure he tries to put on you. He tries to kill you, but yet still you overcome and you get stronger. New levels, new devils. Oh, I thank God for that. Now, I'm gonna talk to you about a particular mother from the Bible. Her name is Hagar. And you know, I did a little research on mothers from the Bible, you know, those great mothers, the extraordinary mothers in the Bible. Hagar was one of those mothers. And from my research, she was called the mother who endured. Now, Hagar was an Egyptian slave and a maid servant to Sarah and Abraham. If you remember the story, Sarah told Abraham to lie with Hagar, being that Sarah couldn't have a child. So to honor his wife's request, Abraham laid with Hagar, and they had a son named Ishmael. Now this caused some rift between Hagar and Sarah. But even though she had a child for Abraham, she was still second to Sarah. So she had to endure all these things because even though she had Ishmael and he's Abraham's son, she still wasn't the first person in Abraham's life. Sarah was still the first woman in his life. Now Hagar couldn't handle the mistreatment from Sarah anymore. She fled to her hometown. She fled to her homeland. Because you know, if you're in a situation and you can't handle it, the first thing we do is run away. But there is always somewhere to go. Not all the time it's the right place, but there is always somewhere to go. An angel of the Lord came to her and told her to return. The angel also told her that through her son Ishmael there would be a lot of descendants. Later, Hagar and her son were sent away into the desert where she thought they would die. So after she returned to where Abraham and Sarah was, they still send her to the desert with Ishmael. So even though she came back, she was sent away. That's a lot to endure, right? But God in his faithfulness showed her a well. Now in Genesis 21, it tells us that God was with Ishmael as he grew up. He became an archer. And the Lord blessed her and her son as he had promised. So that is Hagar, the mother who endured. She had to endure all the mistreatments from Sarah, even though she had a son for Abraham. Even though she had a son for Abraham. Because Sarah thought that she could not have a child. She haven't had a child that she tried. They tried. But she couldn't bear a child. But she told Abraham, lie with Hagar, so that Abraham can have an heir. But even though he did that, Ishmael still wasn't considered an heir. So all this Hagar to endure, she was still the maid servant to Sarah, even though she carried Abraham's son. And this decision was made for Sarah, who told Abraham to go ahead and lie with Hagar. Now, I haven't seen anything like this that happened to anyone that I've ever seen or known. But there are some situations that we have to endure. We have to go through some things in the job, in the workplace. I mean, sometimes you have some co-workers that, because they may seniority, so they try to look down on you. They try to bully you or, give you orders, and those orders are not for you. They have their task, and they try to lay their task on you because they're seniors in the workplace. But if you know all this, then you would not endure. But we have to go through a little endurance. Because without a little endurance, we would never know our strength. We have to endure at times. Go through whatever situation it is and come out victorious. Because God promised to be there with us through the end. And as mothers, when you conceive and you carry that child, some carry for 7 months, some carry for 9 months. And you have to endure the pain of labor. Yes, you have to endure that pain of labor to give birth. If you do not endure the pain of labor, you might die, the child might die. But God give you the strength to go through the labor and to endure that pain. God is so good to us. We may go through a lot of things, but God is always there, standing by us. Never leave us alone, because He promised to never leave or forsake us. He promised to never leave or forsake us. Yes. I thank you, Lord. Ah, jeez. I'm just thinking about my mother. Yes, my mommy. Yes, my mentor. Oh my God, she is, I can't even explain. She is, man, I remember. You know, when you have that person, when you're going through your Christian struggles, and you can call up that person and say, I want to talk about this. How does this work? Have you been through this? How do I handle it? That's my mother. You can call her to pray at any time. Anytime. That's my mommy. Oh Lord, I'm the first child and the only girl. Yes, I'm special. The only girl and the firstborn from my mother. I am proud to call this woman my mother, because in all my life, yes, parents and children have never seen, not always seen eye to eye, but after you sit down and you think about what your mommy has said to you, or your parents said to you, you realize that they are not trying to say anything to you to hurt you. They're telling you things, steering you the right way for you to be strong and to look out for anything that may come in your life. Now this woman I call mommy, oh gosh, her name is Norma Jean Smith Henry. She is my example, the perfect example of a Christian woman, a Christian mother, a motivator, a dedicated woman of God. Oh Lord, there's so many titles that I could give her, but my title for her is mommy. Sometimes when we're talking, I say Sister Jean. Yes. But I love this woman so much. She has been that person that has been there for me throughout my life. Yes, sometimes she travels and you don't see her for a couple of days, but when she come back, she's still the same person. This woman, mommy, my mother, she has three of us. One girl, two boys. Oh, there's so much that I can say about her right now, but it will take all day and a lot of editing. But this lady, I am telling her today, happy Mother's Day. I pray that God will enlarge your territory. I pray that God will continue to bless and strengthen you. Oh mighty God, the blessing of God is upon your life. God never fails and He never changes. Any situation that come up, she stands as like a soldier with the army of God. This woman, my mother. If I feel down, I can call her and say, Mommy, pray. Help me to pray for this. Help me to pray for that. Help me to pray for this person, because I don't know what I'm feeling, but help me. She's always there, ready, willing, and able. She's always there, ready, willing, and able. Yes, we as mother, we're not perfect, but we try our best to do what we need to and what we have to do for our children. to our children with the help of God. Because without God, I don't know, without God, but God do the impossible. There's nothing impossible for him to do because he is God Almighty. He allows us to be mothers of this hurt, mothers of these children. He gives us the spirit of endurance to go through whatever situation our children has to go through with them. Some mothers are busy and they pay other people to do, because we have to work. But when you get that time with your child or your children, make it count. Be a mother with them. Be their friend, their best friend. Be the person that your children can always come to with their problems. And pray, and God will help us to help them. Mothers of this world, I salute you today. I salute you today. Even the mothers that have never given birth, but they are mothers to a lot of children, I salute you today. I give you 100% respect because I go through and I felt it. So I understand what our mothers go through. Sometimes you'd say your mother is miserable. Why, mommy, you're miserable? Lord Jesus, man. But it's not miserable, They love we. They love us. So if they see we make a wrong step, they're going to get miserable. And they're going to speak. They're not going to hold it, they're going to speak. Because if I see my children do something that I'm not pleased about, I am saying something. And they too say, why, mommy? Sometimes you're too miserable, man. But later on, they will understand when they have their own children as well. They will understand why we get miserable at times. Because by growing and understanding, I understand why my mom get miserable sometimes. Because it's not like you're doing something bad or something wrong or, but sometimes, but they love us. And I love you too, mommy. Yes, they love us. And we ought to love them back because they could stop us from getting boring. But guess what? They went through with the help of the Lord. Yes, they went through with the help of God, and we are here. So we should salute our mothers and give them 150% respect. Mothers of this world, my mommy, happy Mother's Day. I love you. I love you all. Thank you for watching today. I hope you mothers out there feel blessed as I do. And I feel blessed to have Norma Jean Smith Henry as my mother. Happy Mother's Day. God bless you all. You have a blessed day. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. You can also comment of what you'd like me to talk about. And I will answer all your questions if there is any questions. And I will comment on all your comments. I will read all your comments. But do come again. I pray that the Lord will continue to bless and keep us, and we will continue to grow strong in the Lord as mothers. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.